And this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. In today's game, we have a matchup with two quarterbacks. One,
yeah. Get ready for a good game, man.
Younger guy. It's a rematch of Super Bowl 49.
Just letting you know this is getting broadcasted live on YouTube.
With that, let's get you up to Seattle. We're standing by are our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
With the beautiful Puget
Look up
just to our west,
Choyswento PS4 live broadcast.
A rematch of that memorable Super Bowl 49 between the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks. Their meeting in Super Bowl 49 was thrilling. What's in store here? The Pats and Seahawks are underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Brady now on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. That'll bring up second down. This is the offense we're going to see coming up in this one, and LeGarrette Blount, the featured back.
The big knock on him coming out of college was his lack of speed, but it's definitely not his lack of power. He runs right through opposing tacklers and sets things up big for his offense.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Brady to throw on second down. The throw left side complete to Hogan. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Seahawks, here's their defensive lineup.
Earl Thomas is the rangiest free safety in the game. Great reactions, great understanding, and boy, will he strike you when the ball's in his area.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Throwing is Brady on third down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Cliff Averill able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be fourth down.
Fucking pussy quit. Well, let's try this again.
everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Wilson's Seahawks going up against Wilson's Seahawks. With that, let's get you up to Seattle. We're standing by are our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, we are just south of historic Pioneer Square at CenturyLink Field in the beautiful city of Seattle, Washington. Coming up, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and themselves. Stephen Hauschka now about set to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And that'll carry over the...
Try this for a third.
Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Wilson Seahawks going up against Rodgers Packers. With that, let's get you up to Green Bay, Wisconsin, where we welcome in our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Green Bay Packers. Stephen Hauschka now about set to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll run for the first time with Lacey. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
They run it again with Lacey. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
319! 319!
Rodgers now on first down. He completes it to Jordy Nelson.
And the 2016 NFL Comeback Player of the Year was Jordy Nelson. He had a fantastic year after the knee injury in 2015. Well over 1,000 yards again. And once again, he was the #1 target for Aaron Rodgers.
NFL high 14 receiving touchdowns. What dimension does he add that makes them so good on offense?
Dependability as well as speed. All right, Jordy Nelson's the type of guy who can run any route you want. Yet he can also take the top off of a defense, as we like to say, by running past people. It's a heck of a combination to deal with. Plus, Aaron Rodgers knows when he gets in trouble, he just looks for Jordy Nelson, and 9.9 times out of 10, he'll find a way to get open.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
319!
And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Again, it's Lacey. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. And a wide receiver to watch in this offense, certainly Jordy Nelson.
And most defenses watch him run past them. Jordy Nelson can run every route in the route tree and take it to the house.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down and distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1, you think, man, the fullback's probably going to get the ball, but when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there. Hand it to their big guy to pick up a 1st down.
And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's brought down. 13 yards there on the pickup. And the Packers are going to have a 1st down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Throwing is Rodgers. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. Touchdown, Packers. Jordy Nelson, 35 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On 1st down, Wilson. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, 75 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. Took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting back.
Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Earlier, partner, when discussing Russell Wilson, you said you think he's best when Seattle is running back centric. Is Thomas Rawls the centerpiece going forward there?
I think so, because of what he did 2 seasons ago before he got hurt. Because he runs that offense the way they want it run. One cut, downhill, get upfield, and Thomas Rawls is perfect for that. If he stays healthy, that allows Russell Wilson now to throw the play action, to bootleg passes that really hurt other teams defensively.
And Rawls has youth on his side, just 23. On second down, here's Wilson. That's caught at the 3. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jermaine Kearse from 6 yards away. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And it's up and good. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver, and it's second down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On second down, Lacey. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. And credit the tackle to Cliff Averill. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Now it's Lockett, pushing him away.
Popped it right out there.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. And Seattle now ready to march on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like...
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kenny Clark in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. Baldwin coming off his first Pro Bowl appearance. He had career highs, Charles, in catches with 94, over 1,100 yards. That also a career high. Pretty good season for Doug Baldwin.
And I think the place that he really started to take off was midway through 2015. The connection between he and his quarterback, Russell Wilson, where they were playing more from the pocket, bigger plays downfield, that just propelled him into 2016. That, and anything he perceives as a slight, he uses it to his advantage, and he just goes out and plays.
Back to the ground on 1st. Again, it's Rawls. And down inside the 15 he goes. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Well, they're certainly running the ball pretty well on this drive, and I'll I remember as a secondary guy was if you're making a lot of tackles in a game, that's usually not good for your defense. You've got to figure out how to keep things in front of you because you know there's three levels: defensive line, linebackers, and into the secondary. And if the third level is leading your team in tackles, as a general rule, things aren't going so well for your defense.
Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Luke Wilson from 6 yards away. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing now is Rodgers. His throw incomplete. CD, wanted to get your thoughts just on the landscape of the offseason for each of these teams. Super Bowl in the rearview mirror, but so much going on.
You want me to take it easy?
But there's a lot more that goes into the offseason for these front offices, is there not?
It certainly is. And then even before we get to the draft, you start with the combine. You know, that's held in Indianapolis every year, and you have about 350 of the top prospects coming together to get their physicals and interviews and on-field performance, and all that'll get evaluated along with their game tape. And then you've got the free agents, all right? That starts, I believe, in early March, where now the free agents can start moving around to different teams. So your team's starting to take a little bit of shape there, free agency, because then the draft's coming up. You're trying to put your team together with new draft picks, have everyone start to move in one direction, and then you have the OTAs and minicamps. You get to see them on the field for the first time, and we start to get a better idea of how these teams are going to look when the fall begins.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. A dump off to Lacy. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Rodgers to throw once more. And Cook has it left side. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So 2nd and 10 here. So the defense flinches, contact made, and the 5-yard penalty ensues. So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now. They come out here in the eye. Following the penalty now, Lacy. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Any team that runs the toss, that runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Caught by Nelson left side. He displayed a nice little hurdle there before he got taken down after. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On second down, here's Ron. Touchdown, Packers. Jordy Nelson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers have cut it back within a score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Fielded about a yard deep. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
That incompletion, Charles, gives me a chance to put you on the clock real quick. NFC teams last year that did not make the playoffs that might make a push this coming year.
Well, 3 that come to mind right away that we thought were going to be in 2016. Minnesota, remember the start they got off to before that didn't work out so well for them. Arizona, we thought they were a lock to be in the playoffs. In fact, many of us called them Super Bowl contenders. And Carolina.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. A couple of years ago, Cobb signed that 4-year, $40 million deal. Since then, the numbers have been down a little bit, although last year only played 13 games.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be as concerned with the numbers dropping if I were a Packers fan, because remember, Devontae Adams has developed as a player, and his numbers have gone up. You got Jordy Nelson back to full health in 2016. He's going to catch a lot of passes, almost caught 100 in that season. Jared Cook at tight end. That's a new weapon Green Bay didn't have for a while. And don't forget, Randall Cobb spent some time as a running back when all the injuries hit the backfield. So his versatility is still a major plus for Green Bay.
Rodgers now on first down. Going for it all. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Jordy Nelson as the first half is winding down. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. They come out here in the eye. They go again with Rawls. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. Now Wilson. They set up the screen to Rawls. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And to the left side here, Wilson. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for him. Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on 3rd down. They'll run for it now. Here's Marcel Reese. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down.
Wisely.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. They go play action here on 1st down. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Tackle there by Clay Matthews. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On second down, here's Wilson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Marcel Reese is fullback, the intended target. And now it's third down. On third down, Procise. And some room to work. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Wilson on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Escaping the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief. After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Well, here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. So on 4th down, on comes Steven Hauschka to try and get the... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And the gamble fails. It's incomplete. All right, different topic here. 2018, the Super Bowl, traveling north, far north to Minneapolis. Early predictions for that one. Who you got?
Well, you know, everyone's still waiting in the NFL for a home team to play in its home stadium, right? So could the Vikings be that team? I'll start in the NFC, and I'm going to say no. I think Seattle. Starting to get near that maybe last run with their defense. Earl Thomas returns. I like Seattle coming out of the NFC. How about you?
Well, I'm actually going to take a Dallas Cowboys NFC title run. I think that they came so close this year, probably most talented going into next year.
I like that one. Well, in the AFC, I'm going to go with a team that if they improve their defense and their quarterback stays healthy, they could be that team, the Oakland Raiders.
Okay, I'm going dark horse. Cleveland Browns. Let's go.
Hey, from worst to first.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Caught on the right side by Adams. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
So a defensive brain lapse there and an encroachment penalty.
Sometimes when you don't watch the football and make sure that it's snapped, you're watching the offensive player, and they can influence you occasionally and look like they're getting ready to move, and the officials don't detect it.
And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on third down.
319! 319!
Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter. Two yards to go here on third down. They come out here in the eye. Ripkowski, the fullback, on the inside give. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
It's amazing how much advice defensive players get on third down. You hear the bench screaming out, watch the draw, watch the screen, watch the pass here. Very rarely do they reference watching the fullback, and he slipped through and picked up a first down.
26! 30!
One back is Lacey. And they'll give it to him here. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Rodgers going to throw.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And the dreaded third and long here for the offense. On third and long, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Returnable for Lockett. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Again, we'll see the pistol here. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Complete out right to Kurtz. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Fresh set of downs here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. He hits Baldwin right side. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. He'll get the football here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now Wilson on second down. That's caught at the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Wilson on the keeper.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. Play clock winding down. Here's the sneak with Wilson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Russell Wilson taking it in. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
That's right. It looked like a touchdown to me.
Wilson on the keeper, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson taking it in, and the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And his kick is good. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Fuck me, Jesse.
Rodgers to throw. It gets him over the middle of the column. A nice gain at 21 yards. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board.
Now Rodgers. And complete right side to Cook. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. Now a first down carry. It's Lacey. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now a 10th carry here for Lacey. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. They come out here in the eye, and they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Game over. Game over.
And Crosby puts it through, and the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't it?
Shreds the tackle. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking two plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. He's back to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made.
Good game. Good game. Good game.
They'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were in for a fun and
No, do you want 'em?
entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play.
I think there's like
Great
3
job
left.
defensively to
4
get
left.
the pick and seal it.
I don't know, my stomach, it wasn't good today. I ate that popcorn, that was the only thing I ate this morning.
But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on.
I ate that
and
burger.
that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.